Yes, yesterday I had a conversation that I'm finding myself having way too often, and I need to address it over here. So, yesterday I saw a friend that I hadn't seen for a little bit, and they recently had a knee replacement. And I noticed when we were walking that their ankle looked like this instead of like this. I asked, "Are you in pain? Is there something going on with that ankle?" He said, "Not in pain." I'm like, okay. What did the PT say about that ankle? Did they address it at all? Because it seems like it has been like this for quite a while. And they said, well, they told me that I need to stabilize the ankle. I said, that's great. What kind of homework did they send you for that? And to my shock and horror, he said, they didn't give me anything. They didn't give me any exercises or any homework like you say, Meg. And that's the part that I hear way too often. So if you've been here long enough, if you've been to my classes before, you might have heard me use this quote from Dr. Spina way often. The quote is, are you ready? Don't just treat the symptom, treat the entire system. And it's such a genius quote. If you're having a joint replacement, whether it's a knee replacement, a hip replacement, a boo-boo on your elbow, a boo-boo for your shoulder, don't just treat that shoulder. Don't just treat the elbow. Treat the entire system. So if finger strength, right? Wrist mobility, elbow mobility, right? Shoulder mobility, all the way to your thoracic spine. Same thing with the legs, my friends. If you're going to have a knee replacement, I would not just be treating the knee. We need to start working on toe strength, on ankle mobility, obviously knee cars, and all the way to doing hip cars, right? The entire system, not just the symptom. Because if that ankle is not stable, is limited, is dysfunctional, that limitation and that dysfunction is going to travel up the chain. It's going to affect how your knee operates, how it feels. It's also going to affect how your hip feels and how it performs. It will travel up the chain. So I will start you with some toe cars, ankle cars, knee cars, then the hip, the entire system. And once it starts getting really easy to do just body stuff, then we can start loading it with toys. You see me bring toys to my videos and to the classes, right? With the rubber band, a solo tip bar, doing calf raises, single legs, and then control it on the way down. The ankle is connected to the knee through these muscles over here. One simple test, if you're having an ankle or knee, is that you come to a bench, right? And if you are unable to do this, to close this gap, even in yoga, some limitation of people not being able to sit fully in this position because the ankle is limited. A gentle way to do it is to be on a bench and then pressing against that bench until eventually this gap closes over here without having full body weight like this. Does that make sense? There are ways, my friends, but if you don't come to classes, if you don't watch my videos, you won't learn all these different variations to train all the different joints, the entire system. That's one of the beautiful things about learning all the different ways, all the different variations, different progressions. We can't make progress without progressions, right? But we need to show up to class. We need to do the reps at home when you're not in class. Help me spread the word. Click like, give me a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you at Kin Stretch.